today's video, my friends, we are on a drive along in the van. We start at the Albert Pier, don't we? And we drive all the way to Green Acres. It's a beautiful drive. As usual, enjoy all the scenery. And let's go, yeah? Let's go.
Yeah.
Welcome on board the van this beautiful afternoon here in Guernsey in the Channel Islands, and what a lovely drive we have today. We are at the Albert Pier, which is all the parking for town here in St Peter Port, and we drive out and we end up in the beautiful Green Acres. If you're new to this channel, we do walk-alongs and drive-alongs all in Guernsey. So we've got some great footage and great views of the island. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, think about subscribing. Now this is a nice day. We're having some really nice weather at the moment, I must be honest. So you'll see in the distance, that is the town church and the buildings of St Peter Port. It looks very nice, doesn't it? Parking on the right, and you get people parking on these piers. You've also got a pier a bit further along called the Crown Pier where people park. So these, like, I mean, you can struggle to find spaces on these piers sometimes, but depending what time you come along. Speed limit all through town, it varies a little bit. It's between sort of 20 and 25 miles per hour, and we're in a little bit of traffic here, but we don't take too long to get out. I think someone lets me go in a minute. So things to look for as you drive along here. We've got the lovely marina on the left as we drive along. Some very nice expensive boats in there. And by the way, if you are interested in seeing what St Peter Port High Street is like, I have done a video which is a walk through. So I just walk along the High Street, and I'll leave the link up on the screen now. So check that out at the end of the video. So we are heading away, then we're going to turn around at the end and come back. We actually come along the other side of the road in a minute. Marina on the left, and see that sort of roundish building in front there, right in front. That's just there, see on the left. That's the slaughterhouse. And obviously it was a real working slaughterhouse years ago. But it's actually been turned into a restaurant now, and actually I was in there Sunday. But it's retained the name, it's still called the Slaughterhouse. It's got all the chains and the hooks and that still hanging up. So they've sort of retained some of its character. It's nice in there. There we are, look, we're heading back towards into St Peter Port. There's the bus terminus on the left. So easily get a bus to town, or get a bus out of town, whichever way you're going. It's really pretty when you start looking at the island differently. Since I've been doing these videos, I have looked at it differently, like for a visitor's eyes, I suppose, and I'm really seeing how lovely the island is. Filter and turn on the road, you know about those, I've spoken about those before, and there's the town church straight in front. Now I go left here. If you go around the other way, it's Fountain Street, but up here we go slightly in the back lanes of town. Very tight. If people are walking on the pavement here and there's cars parked on the other side, you can't actually get through very easily. There's Cherry Godfrey building in front. Quite a steep hill. This van's struggling a little bit to get up here. I'd put my foot down a bit. And up we go. Just on the left there, that little entrance on the left is into the Terrace. It's called Terrace Cafe. Really nice food, overlooks St Peter Port, really nice location. Up we go. Back lanes of town, I call this. It probably isn't the back lanes, but I always think of them as the back lanes of town. Up we go. There's a little pub there on the left, which is the Victoria Arms, I think, although I could be wrong. and we come down the other side. This actually takes us to Fountain Street, if you're familiar with the roads in Guernsey. If you're not, it doesn't matter, because I'll tell you where we are. We go down. You can either go left here or down. I go straight down. And there's a barber shop at the bottom, I seem to remember. Yeah, it's just lovely around here. Very peaceful. There's not a lot of crime in Guernsey at all. Very little crime. Very little crime. Now I think it's on the left here, the barber shop. See that black building? I think it's called Barber J. Yeah, it is. They are. So we're coming into Fountain Street. And up we go. Let's look, check for cars. There's a few round, and off we go. So this takes us up towards heading source, St Martin's Way. By the way, if you do recognise any of these roads or you have any stories, leave a comment as usual, because I love reading them. I love reading them, and I'm learning so much about Guernsey from people commenting, because they know a lot more about Guernsey than me, because they've lived here a lot longer. They've normally left the island, and they're reminding me of stuff that's gone on. Trinity Square. And there's a new Skoda building on the right. Just there. See it on the right, the big showroom? That's Skoda. That used to be St Peter Port garage there, I think. Used to be some petrol pumps there. Going up the hill, and we got the Shrottery flats on the right, which are, we got the big tower building there, but just next to it, in that there on the right, Shrottery flats. I used to rent a flat there years ago. Very nice as well. Perfect if you go to town a lot. You walk into town and walk out. I actually live at Portingford now, at Port Soif. We are heading up to the mini roundabout, and we turn left. If you recognise any buildings that weren't there when you lived here, let me know. Or you may just be using this video as seeing what Guernsey's like. Either way, it's fine. All good. Yeah, so we've got the mini roundabout on the left here. There's a pub there. Is that the Drunken Dock on the left? I think that's a Drunken Dock. It's as though I'm asking you, but I know a lot of people who watch these videos know it better than I do. That's why I think it's a Drunken Dock. Left here, we're heading up the back of the Val de Terres. I did a video recently on the Val de Terres. I don't know if you saw it. Driving down the Val de Terres, but this is really close to the top of the hill. This is basically the other side of it. If you go up the Val de Terres, you come down this side, so it's very close. I say we're heading to Green Acres. Now, I didn't really explain what Green Acres was. Green Acres is a hotel. It used to be a hotel. It's actually been completely refurbished, and it's a specialised dementia unit now, and I'm heading up there. So I thought I'd do this video because I know it's a nice drive up. So you'll see a little bit of it, not all of it, but yeah, you may remember if you did live here years ago, Green Acres was a hotel, and it was left derelict for a long time. Then all of a sudden I went up there because it's part of my work to go up there, and it was beautiful, absolutely lovely. It's a beautiful building. They've done such a good job on it. And we turn right here, and we go back down. You'll see some really pretty lanes down here. Again, I love the little lanes. I sort of like the lanes more than the main roads, because you get to see, you drive at a slow pace, and there's some really nice houses here in Guernsey. Maximum speed limit is 35, but you do have to take care, especially in lanes. You've got to drive a lot slower in case you meet something. But I hope you're enjoying this drive along. I've got loads of drive alongs. You can check out the playlist. I've got nearly 100 drive alongs, I think, now, all around the island, and I always list where they are. So if you're looking at them in particular, scroll through the playlist, because I do name them where they are. So if you're looking for anywhere in particular, you might find it. Might be of use to you. Turn right down here, and yeah, we'll be at Green Acres in a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, we're going to do a walk along next. I'm going to do a walk along on my next video, or possibly the next one after that, down St Sampson's, down the bridge, and I'll do a walk through the bridge. That'll be interesting to see a lot of the shops down there and see what's there and what's gone. There has been a lot of changes down the bridge over the years, although some are still there. There's ones that have been there for so long. The bridge is a little shopping centre. And up we go. Green Acres is just at the top here. Again, beautiful round here. Really nice. There's not actually many places that aren't nice in Guernsey, if I'm completely honest with you. Most places are lovely. We haven't really got a really awful part of the island but no one goes. It's not like that at all. Pretty much everywhere is really nice. You've got like places around the island that tend to be a bit more expensive to live in because of their location. It might be on the cliffs and things like that, but you know, everywhere's really nice and clean, and there's no like complete dives that you got to avoid, should I say. Right, Green Acres is that building, I think, coming up right in front there. Yeah, that's Green Acres on the right. So that's the old Green Acres Hotel, now the Specialist Dementia Unit. Anyway, we're pulling in. That's it. We've arrived at our destination. Thanks so much for watching. Click the screen to watch the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.